And like, I was a huge Michael Jordan fan. Like that was like the mythical. I've never seen full games or see him play in person. All you get are these highlights. You got game winners. You got him locking people up. You got him dunking. And in my head, I'm like, oh, he does it all. Like this is like the best dude to ever do it. And then LeBron comes in like 2003, and we start watching him. And then I get older, and I start realizing more about basketball, and my mind for the game understands how hard certain stuff is. And I mean, I don't know when it changed, but there was somewhere around the year 6, 7, 8 for LeBron where I was like, yeah, this dude's got to be the best basketball player to ever play. Like, there's nobody that can do what he's doing. And then he did it for another 10 years. So I was like, well, what do you want him to do? Like, he should have won. I mean, I don't know if this is a hot topic or not. I thought he should have won the MVP this year. Giannis is, you know how good he is. Like, you don't even have to give him a credit or pedigree or whatever it is, but LeBron in year 17 doing this thing, man, and everybody his whole career telling him he couldn't win in the West. He's playing in the Cleveland. He's getting free wins, yada yada, and then he does this. I don't know what else people want, man. Dude's amazing.
You mentioned Alex. We've talked about LeBron's IQ a ton on this show, and you mentioned it earlier. One of my favorite anecdotes recently was with DeMar, and he was talking about all the times that they played them when DeMar was in Toronto and Bron was in Cleveland. And he told the story about how there were a few times where Bron knew the plays they were running better than the guys on the Raptors, and he basically would tell them to play and be like, "Don't run this. I know what it is."
Yeah,
Did you have moments with him either in the bubble or just during the season from a mental standpoint where you're like, this dude is just like on another level from everybody else?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, anytime we watch film as a team, he'll come in and like he won't say anything for a while, and then he'll see something and he'll just like stop it and start talking, and he talks exactly like a coach. He's like, well, if X2 comes over this block, and then X5 flashes here to the paint, and the backside should be free. I'm like, yeah, dude talks like he's been an NBA coach for like a decade already, and he's got a head coaching job. But no, man, yeah, him and I mean, that's been one of like the coolest parts for me is just being the basketball junkie I am. Like, I love watching stuff. I love watching like real games and seeing like, because I mean, I know people's plays. Like we everybody knows people's plays in the league. Like they run the same stuff. Like JJ's gonna try and get 8 shots off in the first quarter every game. That's just what he's done for his entire career. So
all going right too. All going right.
Yeah, some actions coming early. But LeBron will know, like he'll correct, like if you're in game 50 of the season, right, and you're on like your 5th game of the 5-game trip and on the East Coast swing or something, and some assistant coach actually accidentally said we're going to weak somebody instead of strong them, and LeBron, you'll be like, he's definitely not paying attention back there, something, yada yada, and then he'll just say like under his breath, he'll look up and be like, no, he's a weak left hand, right? And everybody else was just kind of like in the flow and rhythm of going with it. You're like, yeah, okay, yeah, we're just going to send him that way. And then we're like, oh, wait, yeah, you're right. We are supposed to go that way. Just little stuff like that. Like, did y'all see the clip from the bubble where he stood up and he was like, it's our ball? Like, the refs tried to give the ball. I think it was in the Portland series. The refs, like, made a mistake and, like, gave the ball on the baseline, gave it to the other team, and they're going down the other way instead of our ball, baseline out of bounds. I didn't realize it. Coaches didn't realize it. Like, nobody else realized it. And LeBron, you got the soundbite of him looking over. And he's like, "Isn't it our ball? Isn't it our ball?" And of course it was. And they stopped the whole game and give us the ball back. Just little things like that. Like, I don't think his mind is ever not churning, not working.